Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin. Hope you are having a wonderful, glorious day. Today we are doing a makeup tutorial on the look I am wearing right now. I actually posted a photo of this on my Instagram a while ago. Leave the picture here. And I asked you guys if you'd like to see a tutorial on this look, and a majority of you said yes, so I decided to do it for you. It is so simple, so easy, such like a glowy date night bronzy look with zero hassle. The eyeshadow look I'm wearing is 3 eyeshadows, so simple. You use your fingers for almost all of it. I thought today would be the perfect day to film this look as I am going out tonight with my husband on a hot date. Okay, that's not true. We're actually all going out with his family because it is his grandma's birthday. But we're still going out and it's at night and we're probably gonna be sitting outside on a patio, and I was like, I can do this look. It's perfect. So if you guys would like to see how to do this super simple date night look and know what products I used, know how to look like you're slightly sunburned and sweaty at the same time, then just keep on watching. Here it is, you know, hot until all hours of the evening, like 8:30, and so if it's gonna be hot and sunny till 8:30 at night, we're probably gonna go sit on a patio. So I'm gonna put on some SPF. This is the Josie Maran Argan Daily Moisturizer SPF 47. This product smells like a strawberry banana smoothie and I adore it. This product feels a little thicker, but it doesn't have that sunscreen smell, but it looks like it's gonna leave a white cast on your face, but it really doesn't. It really melts into the skin. It kind of, to me, gives a little bit of a brightening effect. It feels hydrating and I haven't gotten a burn, so I think that it's a good product. I am going to add a little bit of the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask just under my eyes. It has almost a cooling sensation, and so it just feels nice and cool under the eyes, but also I find that this hydrates my under eyes amazingly. For today, I am going to start by priming my skin, and I've just fallen back in love with this primer. This is the Becca Cosmetics Backlight Priming Filter. I stopped using it for a hot minute, and now I'm like, why did I stop using this product? So I just take one pump onto my little palette here, and I have weirdly been loving to apply it with this brush. This is actually the brush you get for becoming a Sephora VIP Rouge member, but you know, I don't know why, but I've just been loving using this brush for this. It's kind of a thicker, dense brush, and so I feel like it doesn't soak up a ton of the primer, and it nicely buffs it into my skin. So I just dip into this on my little palette here and just start kind of spreading this around my face. And I love this primer. I just feel like it gives such a beautiful glow, and I feel like it's a primer that can work for all skin types. It's definitely not super oily, and it's not super mattifying either. So I feel like you could mix this with a either hydrating primer or with a mattifying primer, depending on your skin type. Now we really need to match our face to our body. As you can see, my face is very pale compared to my body. So in order to do that, I am going to make a little concoction, as I always do, a little foundation cocktail. I'm going to start by using the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion in 903 Medium Glow, mixing it with about 4 drops of the Glossier Perfecting Skin Tint in medium, and then a pump of the Lancome Skin Feels Good in C3. I do about that much of the L'Oreal. Taking the Glossier Skin Tint, I'm going to do 4 drops of that, and then 1 pump of the Lancome, which the Lancome is also considered a skin tint like the Glossier, but it is definitely more coverage than the Glossier. The Glossier is more of like a true skin tint, whereas I feel like the Lancome is more foundation-like. And then I've been mixing it up with this e.l.f. Professional Foundation Brush. This thing is so old. So I don't even know if they make this brush anymore, and I actually really hate these brushes, but I do love them for just painting the foundation on my face from my little palette here. So after I kind of paint that on my face, I either take a brush or a beauty blender I have my beauty blender sitting here, so I'm just going to use this. I've been actually preferring brushes lately, and I find that this just gives the most natural, like, light coverage look to my skin. It gives my skin a nice tint so it matches the rest of my body, because that's the most important, but it doesn't give so much coverage that it looks like I'm wearing tons of makeup. For concealer, I'm going to take my kind of two faves for the summer months. This is the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and then this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I feel like both of these are actually very similar. The Glossier is obviously in a pot and is a little bit dewier than the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. I know so many people hate that concealer because it has a high alcohol content. The fumes of the alcohol kind of like burn your eyes. I actually find when I mix it with other concealers, it doesn't have that same effect. So maybe if you really wanted to like this concealer but couldn't like it because of that reason, maybe try mixing it with a concealer if you already bought it, so it doesn't go to waste. I like to put the Glossier kind of in a C shape right here, kind of everywhere, and then just focus the L'Oreal concealer kind of right down here. And I'm still loving blending out my concealer with the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. These concealers blend out so beautifully and just leave such a dewy, gorgeous effect. Like, they are two of my favorite concealers. I'm just going to set my eyes quick. I'm going to take the Glossier Wowder, and I'm going to use my Real Techniques setting brush. I have fallen back in love with Real Techniques brushes. They're really good. Like, people, I feel like, sleep on the Real Techniques brushes. I feel like they used to be a hot commodity back in the day on YouTube, and now it's like, they're not nearly as popular as they used to be. Just setting my lids because I don't like powder. And I try and get away with as little as possible, especially since I'm a dry human. If you are a dry human, the Glossier Wowder is awesome. I don't find it looks cakey or dry on my eyes or face whatsoever. So great product if you are also dry and are having a hard time finding a powder that works for you. I'm going to hop off camera really quick and I'm going to do my eyebrows. I will link my eyebrow tutorial up above. I just don't want to do them on camera. They just take so much time. So I'm going to be right back. Eyebrows are now on. We are going to jump into the eyes. The eyes are so simple. This whole makeup look is actually really simple, but it gives such like a nice bronzy, glowy, beautiful, nighttime, kissed by the sun look. I wanted to use a lot of, like I said, the products that I talked about in my summer favorites video, and that includes these. I talked about these 3 shadows in my summer favorites video, and like I said, I asked Instagram if they wanted to see a tutorial, and a majority said yes. So I thought I'd show you how I use these and create this like beautiful golden bronzy look. It's so easy. If you have shadows that are similar to this, you can use those. I just prefer these 3 kind of eyeshadows. So the first one I'm going to use is the eyeshadow Tea Party by Colourpop. Like I said in my summer favorites video, I can wear this alone on just all over my lid and I get just the most ridiculous amount of compliments. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to pop this on my lid, starting from the center and kind of blending outward and blending all the way up like into the crease and a little past it. This eyeshadow has just like a little wash of pink to it, and then it also has just like a beautiful sheen with like a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of glitter. Next, I'm going to be taking, and this doesn't have to be a specific bronzer, I just have this one sitting near me. I'm going to take any bronzer you want, your favorite bronzer. I'm going to take the Marc Jacobs bronzer and just a little Smith eyeshadow brush. Messily just going to like windshield wiper this through my crease. I am not being even the slightest bit precise. And then just going to take the same brush, or if you want to take a smaller brush, you totally can, dip into that bronzer and just lightly run this under my eye. I swear, my apartments, they don't have a consistent schedule of when they do the lawn. So it's like a gamble anytime I film. So I am so sorry if you can hear it. So sorry. So I'm going to pick up the Natasha Denona Crystal Top Coat next. I'm going to take that on my finger and I'm going to basically place that all just over that Colourpop shade, which I know seems kind of, well then why did you put that Colourpop shade down? But both of these are very kind of sheer, And so you can still see the Colourpop shade. It mixes well with this product. This product is a powder product, but it goes on looking like a cream. It is so wet and just creamy looking that it's hard to believe that it is a powder. And then only using the Natasha Denona, I am just going to run this with a little pencil brush under my eye, just over that bronzer. That's just gonna add a little extra under our eyeballs so that we just kind of look like we have glorious, like bronzy, wet eyes kind of all around. And then to top off everything, I'm going to take the Tarte Chrome Paint in Top Yacht. This product is intense. These other products are a little more sheer and a little more like that wet sheer look, and this product is more of that intense metallic opaque wet look. So you need the tiniest amount of this. I use my pinky, one tap, and one tap gets you like that much product, and trust me when I say that's basically all you need. And I take my pinky and I put it in the very center of my lid and draw it upward, draw it up the center of the lid, and it's gonna kind of look like this, very wet looking, but then you're just gonna take another finger, whichever one you didn't use to apply the product, and just kind of lightly buff out those edges, blending them into the rest of that shadow. So that it looks the most intense in the center of the lid. Dipping in with my pinky in the product one more time, I am just going to barely place this on the inner corner of the eye just to add some light in there. I wish it looked as good on camera as it does in person. In person, this looks just like the most wet eyeshadow. My eyes look like they were drenched in glossy gold bronzy goodness. Next, I am going to just take an eyeliner. I'm going to take Marc Jacobs Highlighner in the shade Rococo. It is quickly become my favorite eyeliner. This product is bomb. And I am just going to tight line halfway on my lower lash line, tight line all the way up my eye on my upper lash line really quick. I have to get super close for this, so I'm so sorry. For mascara today, I'm going to take my Maybelline Total Temptation mascara. I'm going to start with this one, and then I'm going to go in with another layer of mascara, and I'm going to take the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara, just another coat on my top lashes. And that is completely it for the eyes. So easy, so pretty. Once we get the rest of our face done, it's gonna really look put together and look very bronzy and glowy. I don't even want to use these because I looked it up and they are discontinued, but they do have other colors, and so if you want to use the same product but a different shade, you can, because this is what I used in that picture. So you can use a different color. This is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Sunkissed. I can't even begin to tell you like how much I'm not joking that everything I love gets discontinued, and I just recently started to love this, and out the window it goes. I'm a little bitter and I almost didn't use it in this tutorial because of how bitter I was. I'm going to take that on my Real Techniques Duo Fiber Contour Brush, and I just put 2 drops on my little palette here, and then I'm going to start to swirl this, and that just like kind of melts into our skin. It kind of looks more one with our skin rather than just sitting on top. Next, I'm going to take my Glossier Cloud Paint in the shade Dusk. This is one of my favorite shades for the summer because it is so bronzy and beautiful. You do not need a lot of this product. I just put a little on my little palette here, right there. And I use the same brush and I just dip into it a little bit, kind of dab it off on the palette and start kind of stippling it onto my face, really blending it in with that bronzer. And since we already have a lot of glow, it's a matte formula, so it doesn't have any shimmer or anything in it. So I feel like it just looks like a more natural flush, almost sunburn color, which as you guys know from a lot of my tutorials lately, I'm really into. I swear I am buying one of the full size of these next month because look at how empty this is. I am scraping product out of this. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. So what I do is I take this And I dab this basically everywhere. So sides of my forehead in a kind of C shape, tip of my nose, right here under my eyebrows, and on my chin. This is such a random brush as well, but I've been loving it. I got this like in an Ipsy bag forever ago, and honestly, I have no idea what this word says down here. So it's just this little brush that kind of looks like a large kind of shader brush that would be an eyeshadow brush. It's kind of a paddly type style, very dense. I've been loving this to blend this product into my skin. So I just start by kind of dragging it down into that blush and bronzer, and I just kind of swipe very lightly and pat this into my skin, and holy cow do I look glowy. Like, in some people's opinion, it might be too much. In my opinion, it is just enough. So for lips, I'm just going to start by taking my NYX Natural Lip Liner and just overline my lips on the top and bottom a little bit. And then for the lip that I wore in the picture, this is the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Unreal. This is one of the most glossy, pouty lip products I've come across. This will make your lips look huge and pouty and beautiful. The best way I can describe this lip formula is it's like putting on a liquid lipstick without it ever drying down. So it kind of has that consistency. It's very, very thick. And I just think that this color is so perfect. It's kind of a deeper brownie nude, therefore kind of giving it that bronzy look and just really adding to the look we already have going on. Just like such a beautiful lip product. If you haven't tried out the hot lacquers, they're a good one. Maybelline kills it. Kills it with the lip products from the drugstore, and L'Oreal is they're boosting up their game. Those high shine Color Reach lipsticks. So guys, that is it for the video. This is the final makeup look. It's a very like sun drenched look. It's what I kind of think I would call it. Very sun drenched look, glowy but kind of sunburned. My favorite. Alright you guys, that is it for today's video. I so hope you enjoyed watching how to do this makeup look I am currently wearing on my face. It's so super easy, such an easy date night look. And like I said, I'm going on a date tonight. So I hope this video was a little helpful for you, gave you some inspiration, maybe what to do for your next date night. I will leave all the products I use down below with links so you can click and it takes you directly to the website, so it's completely hassle-free for you. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!